Hello there. Welcome back to Midnight Witch, where we had a teacher apparently kill a student. You know how much fun that's gonna be. Leon? Magic Spear. I'm dreaming. A mare. That's possible. I managed to hear the scream and through the surrounding silence. Who's that one in the back? That one guy in the background. Just in the background and shit. Oh, God! Paralyzes that and gripped the entire room. Disappears. At one, as if by magic. A very large panic begins, with half the students taking cover. The tables, while the other half rush to the door. Located at the other end of the room from my fuck. Emma turns to me, her face still livid. So, thinking, I pull her against me and dip backwards so that our bodies were under the table. Prediction is purely symbiotic, symbolic, but what more can I do? My brain is screaming at me to think of a way to get to the door. My gaze goes back to Elaine. Still smiling, she gently crosses careless the handle. Presses the handle of the spear, but screaming. The least disturbed by the agitation around her. I am struggling to read today. Fuck. Her motivation glows. Motivation glows with the polish of her magic spear, which seems to be absorbed in the life of her unfortunate victim. So she just gets more so she gets younger? Longer? Seems that Lucas is living his last moment. Face becomes more and more livid with each second, and his eyes take on a gray color specific to the dead corpse. A frightful nausea invades me. Nausea invades me. I pull Emma to a little tighter against me and face her head to turn to my chest. Futile attempt to tear her from this macabre vision. Well, spite of the Bennett rush, a new shrill scream, followed by a door invade. The odor invades the room that slices all around the noise, all the noise. As I try to find a proper vision angle without exposing myself unnecessarily, I managed to see a flaming mess floor just in front of the door. Yeah, floor. Don't tell me another student. No! The door is trapped! The students assemble near the door are all caught up in a primal panic. Tremendous stampede ensues. Crowd divides by desire to get as far away as possible from the corpses. That of Lucas and another unfortunate soul who was burnt alive. Elaine's bubbly voice rises to the stage. If she had teleported again from the back rows, where Lucas's corpse still lies. Well, no. The class is not over. This is abuse of power. These words, all the students free. And now, in a new icy silent room, Elaine's smile lights up her face, which strangely no longer bears any trace of shit. If you don't hurry back to your seats, I'll have to punish you too. After a few interminable seconds, the message finally sinks in. Clear as blood. Punishment? Death. Panic sets in. Thanks. Now we know we're gonna die. Most of the students rush to the relative safety of the tables, while a handful remain motionless at the door, totally paralyzed by fear. Elaine gazes at the death row inmate with a delighted expression. Oh, bad student. One of the three students still standing faints. Face maddened. Second lies eyes on the total charred corpse, and bends over to vomit profusely. The third has lumps, drinks all over. Seems to have completely lost control of his own body. Lane slowly approaches the door. Eyes riveted on the two girls on the ground. Poor thing, he fainted. What kind of teacher would I be if I punished the student with anemia? Light-hearted laughter is a total contrast to the seriousness of the situation. I am to panic internally. As for her, Belion takes a small step to the side, avoiding a puddle of vomit. Savvy. But eating in class is forbidden. That's how you mess up the room. With a nonchalant gesture, she extends her two fingers in direction of the unfortunate girl. Still on her knees, agitated by product reaction. Bam! Now, new flesh of light blue. This time, the student collapses totally in her own vomit. In a big spray of blood. Yeah, I was actually thinking she'd be even crueler. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking, but yeah, I was thinking something much crueler. Oh my! Look how dirty she. I hate dirty people. The last student still standing tries to move away, but his legs seem to no longer obey the movement, intimidated by his intimidated by his hips. He just manages to lean against the wall, avoid falling. Hey, Elion raises her eyes, full of malice in his direction. Why aren't you sitting on your seat? Class has started already, right? The unfortunate guy opens his mouth, like a fish out of water, and painfully manages to squeeze out a few. I, I, oh, hi. It's not a valid answer, I'm sorry. Leon gives him a begging little wink, then quickly waves her left hand in his direction. Now, new flash of light, followed by a dull crack sound. Light blue spear identical to the one that Lucas goes through Student's chest and literally pins him against the wall. Contrary to Lucas's death must have been tension. Fuck that word. The students does not admit any rattle, and his inner head falls to the ground. Inner head falls to the side. Frightening angle. Looking satisfied, Elaine quickly completes. Then returns to the desk, a clap in her hand. That's quiet, I think. No one here wants to really piss off the obvious spellcaster here. Well, I guess now we can read the class. Hey! Runs her delicate hand through her long hair. Think I was just asking you some questions. Alright, just a few more questions. Start a new chapter. Hey, let's sweep the room with her eyes. All the students have taken shelter under the tables, just like Emma and me. Perfectly useless shelter, and such as the underside of the tables, visible from the board. It's gonna be difficult for you to take notes, crouching like that on the floor. Despite her enchanting smile, evil glint came to her eyes. She opens her mouth again. Keep for telling us, Teach. If you don't take notes, I'll have to consider you absent. No! The signal is clear. Obey or die. So, I have a feeling that our main character and the other students have to start a rebellion. The students slowly stand up and reluctantly sit back in their seats. Despite my heart beating, take the risk of standing up. Well, Emma arms. Phil is close to breaking when Phil raises her yellow eye, he filled with tears. You want him to do? It's either he dies or you die. There's no middle ground here. The other one is all the other students die, but that's a lose-lose situation. Trust me. No. I don't even trust myself. My voice is a whisper. Nod. My arms guide her. I sit her back down and see right to mine. Down as well. Her morbidly livid face doesn't leave me. Let me forget the nausea running deep in my gut. This is a nightmare. Your nightmare. Of being held, forcibly held in class. I can agree. From here, I think it's the best time to end an episode here. Realizing that our teacher is a rampant murderer. So I hope you guys have a great whole time, great day too, and question what the is gonna fucking do. I'll see you guys next time. The frick survives.